Part 1. What your body's doing while you're not looking. So here's the thing about sleep. It seems so simple, right? You close your eyes, the world fades, and hours pass in a kind of personal blackout. You don't remember most of it. You don't see what's happening. You just hope that somehow you'll wake up feeling better. But what if I told you that while you're sleeping, while you're lying there completely still, your body is actually doing some of the most important, most magical, and most complicated work it ever does? And what if I told you the reason you feel so terrible when you don't sleep well is because that work got interrupted? Let's take a slow, gentle walk into the science of sleep. Not the overwhelming textbook version. Not the kind that throws brain chemistry and big words at you. No, we're gonna do it the sleepless way. Soft, warm, curious. Like pulling back the curtain on something you always took for granted and realizing it's been quietly saving your life every night. Okay, let's begin at the beginning. When you first fall asleep, your body shifts gears like a car entering a whole different terrain. Your heart rate slows down, your temperature drops, your breath becomes softer, and your brain, this incredible always-on machine, begins to enter a whole new rhythm. It doesn't just turn off like flicking a light switch. It cycles, it shifts, it dances through stages. You've probably heard of REM sleep and maybe deep sleep, but here's how it actually flows. Sleep happens in cycles, and each one lasts about 90 minutes. In each cycle, you pass through 4 main stages, and each one has a purpose, a mission, a gift. Let's look at them gently. Stage 1, this is where you begin drifting. You're not fully asleep, but you're not really awake anymore either. It's that hazy in-between state. Your muscles relax, your thoughts start to fade. This is the doorway, the space between day and night. Stage 2, this is light sleep. Your brain starts producing little bursts of activity, sleep spindles they're called, and your body begins repairing things. Your heart rate slows, your body temperature drops a bit more, your body's saying, okay, we're entering rest mode. Now here's where the magic deepens. Stage 3, deep sleep. This is the real healing zone. Your brain waves slow way down. Your body releases growth hormone. This is when physical restoration happens. Muscles rebuild, tissues heal, your immune system gets stronger. If you're physically tired, this is the kind of sleep your body craves most. And if you miss this stage too often, you feel worn out, foggy, achy, like your body never fully recharged. And then there's the dream world. Stage 4, REM sleep. REM stands for rapid eye movement because during this stage, even though your eyes are closed, they move quickly beneath the lids. Your brain becomes more active, almost like you're awake, but your muscles go totally still, so you don't act out your dreams. And yes, this is where dreams happen. But REM sleep isn't just about wild stories and flying adventures. It's about emotional processing, memory consolidation, creativity. Your brain is taking everything that happened during the day, sorting it, saving what matters, discarding what doesn't. It's filing, cleaning, rebuilding. And most importantly, it's helping your heart understand your life. Ever cry in a dream? Or wake up feeling lighter after a nightmare? That's REM sleep doing its work, helping you process feelings you didn't have time or space to feel during the day. Here's the incredible part. You don't just go through these stages once. You repeat them all night long, around 4 to 6 times. And each cycle shifts. The earlier part of the night gives you more deep sleep. The later part gives you longer REM periods, which means those extra hours in the early morning, they're gold for your mind. That's why waking up too early, like at 3 or 4 a.m., can leave you feeling emotionally off because you missed the dream time. Now let's zoom out even more. While all of this is happening inside your brain, your body is also on the job. Your immune system is fighting off infection. Your skin cells are repairing. Your digestive system is slowing so your body can focus on healing. Your liver is cleaning house. Your brain is flushing out toxins. Literally. There's a system in your brain called the glymphatic system, and it only kicks in while you're asleep. It washes your brain. Yep, like a gentle rinse cycle for your thoughts. Isn't that beautiful? You're not just unconscious at night. You're healing, rebuilding, reconnecting. Sleep isn't a break from life. It is life, the invisible, quiet, sacred part. And when you don't sleep, that's when the system starts to fray. Emotionally, physically, mentally. You snap at loved ones, you forget simple things, you get sick more easily, you feel unsteady, anxious, out of sync, and your body is simply saying, I didn't get to do my work. You can feel it in your mood, in your gut, in your patience, in your skin, in your focus. Sleep touches everything because it supports everything. And yet, we treat it like an afterthought. So let me say this plainly. Sleep is not lazy. It is not weak. It is not wasted time. It is the most sacred form of self-respect. Let that sink in. When you give yourself sleep, you're not quitting, you're investing. When you allow your body to go through these stages, you're not losing time. You're reclaiming your health, your energy, your clarity, your resilience. And if you struggle to sleep, I hope knowing what's really happening behind the scenes helps take off some of the pressure. Sleep is not magic. It's not luck. It's not something some people are just good at and others aren't. It's biology. It's rhythm. It's relationship. And like any relationship, it takes tending, listening, respecting, protecting. And that's where we'll go next. In part 2, we'll explore what disrupts this process, why you might be waking up mid-cycle or missing certain stages without even knowing it, and how modern life throws off this sacred rhythm. But for now, just let this truth sit in your heart. You are not broken for needing sleep. You're beautifully designed for it, and every time you surrender to that need, you're giving your body exactly what it's been asking for all along. Part 2. What's interrupting the healing? Now that you know what your body wants to do while you sleep, how it repairs, processes, restores, you might be wondering, if it's all so natural, why does it feel so hard? Why do so many of us lie awake at night, unable to access the rhythms that our bodies were literally designed for? The answer isn't just one thing. It's not just stress, or technology, or bad habits. It's the collision of everything. It's the way modern life slowly rewrites the script your body has been following for thousands of years. Let's start with light. Artificial light, specifically blue light. You see, your body takes its cues from the sun. The rising sun tells your brain, wake up, the setting sun tells your brain, prepare for rest. That rhythm, the dance between light and dark, is how your body knows what time it is internally. It's called your circadian rhythm, your internal clock, and it's unbelievably sensitive. Now imagine this. It's 10 p.m. You've had a long day. You're tired. You want to wind down. But instead of soft candlelight and darkness, you've got a TV glowing. A phone screen inches from your face. LED lights overhead. Your eyes are open, but your brain is still getting the signal. It's daytime, so it delays melatonin. That's the hormone that helps you get sleepy. Your body holds back. It doesn't know you're trying to rest, because the light says, not yet. It's not just a theory, it's science. Blue light, especially from screens, literally shifts your biological clock, makes it harder to fall asleep, and even harder to get that deep, healing sleep we talked about earlier. And then there's stress. Let's talk about cortisol. It's your stress hormone. It's not the villain. It actually helps you wake up in the morning, gives you focus and drive. But when it stays elevated at night, when you're worried, anxious, overthinking, it works against you. Cortisol keeps you alert, keeps your heart rate high, keeps your mind busy. You can't rest if your body thinks there's something to solve. You might be lying in a safe bed, but if your brain thinks you're still in danger, whether that danger is a fight with your partner, a missed deadline, or a news story that triggered fear, your body stays tense. You stay alert, you stay awake. And then there's caffeine. We love it, don't we? That morning coffee, that mid-afternoon pick-me-up, that energy drink when we're running behind. Caffeine makes us feel capable, awake, in control. But here's the catch. Caffeine blocks a chemical called adenosine. That's the stuff that builds up in your brain all day and makes you sleepy at night. The longer you're awake, the more adenosine builds. It's like nature's way of saying, hey, time to rest. But caffeine, it puts up a wall, blocks the signal. You still need sleep, but your brain doesn't feel sleepy. And that delay can carry deep into the night, especially if you're consuming caffeine after 2 p.m. Even that one small cup of coffee in the late afternoon can shave precious time off your sleep quality later. And here's where it gets sneaky. Even if you fall asleep, caffeine can reduce your deep sleep stages. So your body doesn't repair as well. Your brain doesn't process as clearly. You wake up tired, even though you technically slept. Then there's alcohol. We often think a glass of wine before bed helps us unwind. And sure, it might make you drowsy, but here's what it actually does. It fragments your sleep. It reduces REM. It increases wakefulness later in the night. It messes with your natural cycles. So even if you pass out, your brain isn't doing the deep emotional cleanup it needs. You wake up foggy, moody, unrefreshed. And finally, there's our culture. A culture that glorifies being busy, that sees rest as weakness, that turns sleep into something you earn after burnout instead of something you need to prevent it. Think about it. How many times have you heard someone say, I'll sleep when I'm dead? Or I'm running on 4 hours, but that's normal. We wear exhaustion like a badge, but underneath it, we're falling apart. This way of living, it trains your body to stay in go mode. And when you suddenly try to stop at 10 p.m., your system doesn't know how. It's still scanning, still calculating, still chasing. And your sleep, it pays the price. Your body wants to heal. It knows how to heal. But the signals you give it, the screens, the caffeine, the noise, the pressure, they confuse it. And over time, the confusion becomes chronic. But there's good news. Just as we've unintentionally disrupted sleep with modern life, we can intentionally rebuild it. Gently, slowly, one signal at a time. That's what we'll explore in part 3. We'll walk together through simple, science-backed, soul-soothing practices that help restore the rhythm, that tell your body, it's safe now, you can rest. But for now, just know this. You're not failing because you can't sleep. You're not weak. You're not broken. You're responding very naturally to a world that constantly demands you stay awake, stay alert, stay available. But your body remembers a deeper rhythm, and all it needs is your permission to return to it. Part 3, coming back to the rhythm. So we've talked about what your body is designed to do while you sleep. We've talked about what's been interfering: blue light, caffeine, stress, modern culture. And now it's time to talk about something more hopeful. How do we return? How do we rebuild a relationship with rest that's steady, natural, and nourishing again? Not as a performance, not as a checklist, but as a rhythm, one that our body already remembers, even if we've forgotten. It starts with light. Just as artificial light at night confuses your body, natural light in the morning anchors it. The best thing you can do to reset your internal clock isn't complicated. It's this. Go outside in the first hour after waking. Just for 5, 10, 15 minutes. Even if it's cloudy, even if you don't feel like it, just let your eyes see the real sky. That morning light, especially early daylight, signals your brain. It's time to wake up. And about 16 hours later, your body will remember that signal and start preparing for sleep. It's like setting a timer without touching a button. That one habit, done consistently, does more for your sleep than any supplement ever could. Then comes movement. You don't have to be an athlete. You don't need an intense workout. Just move your body. Walk, stretch, dance in your kitchen. Let your body use up some of the energy it's been holding. You weren't built to sit in one place all day and then magically expect perfect sleep at night. Movement tells your nervous system that you've completed a cycle. It invites tension to leave your muscles. And when bedtime comes, your body's more ready to release. And what about food? Well, what and when you eat matters more than most people think. Heavy meals late at night? They force your digestive system to keep working when it's supposed to be slowing down. Sugar and alcohol? They spike your blood sugar, then crash it later in the night, waking you up at 2 or 3 a.m. And caffeine? It's not just coffee, it's in tea, chocolate, and even some medications. One of the simplest shifts you can make is setting a soft boundary. No caffeine after 2 p.m. No heavy meals within 3 hours of bedtime. Nothing extreme, just gentle rhythms your body can rely on. Now let's talk about the part of the day most people skip, the transition. We go from full speed to flat line, emails to pillows, bright light to blackout. And your body? It doesn't have time to adjust. It needs a wind down, a signal. something that whispers, "Hey, we're slowing now." That could be as simple as dimming the lights in your home an hour before bed, turning off the bright overheads, switching to a lamp, or even candlelight. It could be taking a warm shower or putting on cozy clothes that your brain begins to associate with safety. It could be reading, not doom scrolling, not news checking, but something that grounds you. A novel, a poem, even your own journal. It could be listening to music, soft and wordless. It could be drinking a calming tea, not because it's magic, but because it's ritual. The point is, you're creating a bridge, a soft descent into sleep, instead of a crash landing. And here's something powerful. The bedroom itself matters. You want your brain to associate your bed with rest, not work, not TV, not arguing, not stress, just peace, just softness. Keep it cool. Around 65 to 68 degrees is best for most people. Keep it dark. Invest in blackout curtains if you need to. Keep it quiet, or use white noise if the silence is too loud. And maybe most importantly, make it a place that feels safe. Your body can't fully let go unless it trusts the space it's in. Of course, some nights, the thoughts will still come. Some nights your body will still resist. That's okay. This isn't about being perfect. It's about being consistent. If you can create rhythm, light in the morning, movement in the day, softness at night, your body will begin to remember. And sleep, it won't be something you chase anymore. It'll be something that comes to find you. So tonight, if you're listening in bed or curled up in the dark, wondering if your body even knows how to rest anymore, let me tell you, it does. Even after years of chaos, even after decades of insomnia, even after trauma, your body still knows. And the more you honor that rhythm, even in small ways, the more it returns. You don't need to overhaul your whole life. You just need to begin. One breath, one light, one evening, one night of saying, I am choosing rest. Even if it's messy, even if it's slow, I am choosing rest. And if sleep doesn't come easily, you're still doing the work, you're still healing, you're still building a space that says, this is sacred, this is mine, this is sleep, not as escape but as return. And your body, it will respond. In time, in trust, in softness. That's what this whole journey is about. You've been listening to Sleepless from the Daily Health Shift. If this episode helped bring even a little more understanding or peace to your night, I hope you'll join us again soon. Follow the show, share it with a friend, and keep making room for rest in a world that never stops. Until next time, sleep gently.